Hi, good day. So this is my dark model. First off, I went off with brushing her brows. Okay. Now I would be using the razor to groom out excess from the brows. Okay. Removing excess from the brows. So this is the way I groom the brows. Now I'm using the micellar cleansing water to cleanse the face. This is a new brand from CPD. I was given this brand to do add on. Okay. Now I was given exfoliating toner to try on. So I'm applying it on the face. Remember, I was given exfoliating toner to try on. Now I'm going in with hydrating toner to hydrate the face. This is my first time using this brand. I was also given a moisturizer. So I apply more moisturizer under the eye. This sweat block is from CPD. I'm applying the sweat block on the cheese zones. I was also given Hydro Grey primer. I noticed that this Hydro Grey primer doesn't dry fast, so that was my review. Sunscreen still from CPD. I'm sure you want to protect your skin even before makeup. Okay. I'm using lip moisturizer to lock up the lips. After that, I set the face with the setting spray. Now I'm using Elegance Matte to apply on the skin. So after applying, you blend in with your brush. Make sure you blend in properly. Now for concealer, I'm going to make the Villas, but I noticed that the concealer I'm using looks darker than the normal skin tone. So I just blended it in first of all, then I still coated it again. Okay, so that's it. Now I added up a lighter shade at the beginning of the eyes, a concealer that is a bit lighter. Okay, I'm using Sephora. I recently got a Sephora. I'm using it to set the under eye. Now I went in with the normal setting powder to apply under the eyes. The first stage of this powder application is called setting, while the second stage is called baking. The first stage you don't need to apply too much. The second stage you can apply more. So I really don't like doing makeup on people with extension, because you wouldn't have the time to or the opportunity to get the desired look of the kind of eyes you want. So after that, I went in with Elegance powder to contour the nose, and then I added a little bit of warmth on the face. The one that I added was using a powdered blush for this. Now I tried using the eye palette to blend. So I blend and blend and blend and blend till I really get the kind of result I really want. What I'm using to blend is a powder from Elegance. Okay, I'm not using shadows. I don't like using shadows to blend. I like using powder from Elegance or another powder, but it has to be a powder palette. Maybe when I'm done blending with this powder, I can then go in with eyeshadow of my choice. Now to get that sharp edge, you can go in with your eyeshadow and do it this way. Okay, then you blend. You wouldn't leave it like this, so you blend it like this. Okay, yeah. Now I went in with white first of all, normal white from eyeshadow from powder palette, because I really don't have baby pink and I wanted to create baby pink. You know, there is always white in powder palettes, a white shade good. So now I went in with that white powder as my eyeshadow first. Now I applied pink on top. Okay, so it doesn't look too pinkish. Now outlining the brows properly. Okay, you just shade and outline properly. Her brows are quite small, so I go in with proper sketching. Remember that we've already done the eyeshadow. The blue eyes that I use is from Polar Beauty, so you don't get confused. I used Polar Beauty pencil. You can check them on Instagram, Polar Beauty pencil. Now I filled the brows with pencil, but I noticed one thing about these brows I drew. The brows are still wet, as per it's not properly mattified before I drew. That means I did not really apply good sweat block. Okay, now I'm concealing, and the concealer I'm using is from Elegance. Okay, concealer is from Elegance. Now I just do that gently. If you observe, I'm having a tissue with me. Do not forget that I'm having a tissue with me. I use that tissue to blend when there is excess on the brush. Okay, now I feel like okay, it's okay for me, and I just pat in. You pat in gently. Now for the glue, I went in with Hyper Beauty glue. I applied at the beginning part of the eye. I wanted to apply a stone, so I had to apply the glue first. So I used my tweezer to put the stone. This stone is not a stone in the beauty industry. It's a tailoring stone. Now you'll be wondering, the top of the brows. I did not conceal the top of the brows. I felt like, okay, it's not really necessary. So see the stone and see the way I applied it. Now I'm outlining the lips, okay? I'm outlining the lips with a very light brown that is not really obvious. Reasons because I want to make the brown to be as natural as possible. Okay. Now I'm applying a nude on the lips, and I told her to blend. Just like I would always tell you, this is a very fast and easy way to blend the lips. Tell your clients to blend. So I felt like, okay, I need to add more dark brown so the nails pop. So I added light dark brown to mix it up with the brown I added before.
When you download the app, I think they used to provide detailed information.
So after that, I had to spray the face with the setting spray properly to make everything sit in to the skin. Very essential. So here is the end product of this brand. Okay, this Hyper Beauty has a way of making the face shine. Okay, so here is the end product. Trust me, this Hyper Beauty is giving it its own shiny effect.
I think Jide has the right URL for this domain.
Okay, so I like applying the gloss on the other part of the face, the darker part, before applying it on the middle part. Okay. Now I'm going in with blush to do that. I'm applying blush now to lift off the face. But for the mascara, I went in with Zaron. This is my number one winning mascara. I see myself buying it over and over again. Believe me, this mascara is all you need. Okay. So I would be applying bronzer, but just a little, not too much. I'm applying bronzer on the highlight regions. Okay, that's the places I will be applying bronzer. Now I just feel like I should just sculpt the lips a little, not so much. So Nigerian NEPA definitely will shock you. So you can see I'm trying to adjust and readjust. This is the end product of the work. This work is without light. This work is without filter. Okay, so thanks for watching. Bye. How to fix the face with the regular fixing spray. Okay, so thanks for watching. Bye.